know I keep going on about the dude yesterday, and like I said, I ain't go today because I didn't want to risk. It acted up last night. Enough about the truck, but it did. Well, the car acted up. Like it took a little longer shifting out, so I ain't risking driving those. Even though it's a 20-minute drive, what's that, like 10 miles, until they can look at it at the dealership, to whatever. So waiting on, yeah, now there's, whatever, taking a long time to call me back. So now I guess I gotta, and it's Friday. But I know they open on Saturdays, whatever. But I ain't risking, and then, some shady shit, try to charge me for $2,000 to fix it. You know what I'm saying? These old Nissan, it's 2013 transmission. Who knows how much they try to charge? So yeah, it ain't worth it for no $100 or $80, whatever. So anyway, that's not the point. The guy, I forgot. I mean, yesterday he kept talking about Winolo. That's another app, and the app I was also working with about 2-3 months ago. Shift Smart, not Upshift. Upshift. They would, my point is, he kept bringing up Winolo, and I'm like, I remember that, but for some reason, I never worked with them, and I just remember why. I just looked it up because I saw somebody else on YouTube talking about it today on one of those criminal, like New York. Yeah, it was New York. Something again, somebody getting stabbed or something, killed. And did it, ABC 7 New York or something. Pix 11. No, oh no, it was a rapper. One of these new age rappers. He in Fed prison. I ain't even going to go into the story right now about. First of all, we know the feds is all Democrats, but so anyway, this person, and they were on Winolo too. I'll just say that, and they 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 want, he kept pushing Winolo yesterday. All right, so I saw Winolo today, so I knew it was something because it was this Fed shit. You know what I'm saying? This Fed shit. And, but anyway, I saw the fuck niggas talking shit now. I suppose, unless they just talking to each other, but I know they ain't talking shit. But anyway, and it look like a retarded Bigfoot. But so the Winolo, he kept pushing it, and now, like I said, I know the reason I didn't work with them because they want. I'm telling you, this is the real reason. They want access, all the time, location access. And I said, nah, I ain't doing that. And now the one I was working for, uh, Upshift, you could just turn it on when you're on your job site because they want to know you're actually in the building that you're supposed to be. So that's fine with me. I just turn it on, da da da. And really, you ain't even gotta turn it on. They just want you to turn it on if you want to get paid like the next day. All right, so but I don't know. I'm just saying he kept pushing with Nolo. And so he said he's on. He been working for him and da da da. And like I said, the app, that I'm working for really ain't an app. It's a local brick and mortar temp service that has an app also. You ain't got to have the location because like I said, the jobs are local. And if something happens, you can just call or go in the office or whatever. I can go to the office right now. But these other apps, they in California somewhere, and they, you gotta ain't nobody really to talk to. So the people put out the jobs, and and that's it. So, but at least the Upshift, they didn't want to have your location. This one, you can't even look at jobs unless you got location all the time. And it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. And you're like, well, you carry around a smartphone and that I don't care. At least you can go in settings and turn it off as much. All the other spying, they doing it illegally. You know what I'm saying? That's the dumbass niggas, dumb Democrats, the dumb niggas they done put in power, breaking the law, violating their rights. So eventually they gonna get caught, this and that. And so anything else, like I said, Democrats are stupid. These niggas stupid as fuck. They just love being called stupid. They never learn a lesson. But ain't nobody, finna lose all their freedom over some broke ass bum. That's retarded. Two bums that ain't got nothing. But so this week they love trying to say, they try to get you, this stupid ass Democrat. That's what I'm saying. They don't, the way society before the United States, the way all societies, you act a certain way. What they try to do, they trying to play you. They gotta, finesse. They trying to act like you're stupid, but really what you were doing, you're going by the way all societies going, common courtesy, decency. That's how we're acting. So these nasty motherfuckers think they're slick by trying to get you to consent to something. I'm using the word consent, but basically you're not. You just going by, you didn't, yeah, they're going, oh, you didn't say anything. You didn't say no. This and that. That slick shit. That shit that get niggas killed. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these stupid, broke ass niggas getting killed trying to be smart. And you're not smart. That's why you're broke. Ain't nobody holding you back. That's why you gotta live with somebody else. Ain't nobody holding you back. You just a stupid ass nigga. So that's what I'm saying. So these companies you got, and it's not just black folks. You got some of these tech companies like this Winolo, TikTok. And the reason I went back into TikTok, I'm gonna tell you, that's what got me talking about this from yesterday at the job. He kept pushing with I do be on different apps. But Winona, I'm like, nah, but at the time it wasn't a big deal. I couldn't remember. But when I saw earlier this person on the video about a dude who got stabbed in prison, some prison shit. Well, not prison, but the holding facility. And he's some kind of new rapper, whatever, from Brooklyn. I never heard him. But I don't listen to new rap. I don't, and it's not hate. It's just, this shit makes no sense. The jig is up. We all know the whole thing is Democrats. You're not a street nigga. Back in our day, we was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say anything, but we was real back in the day. But now, it's all fake. Because that's what I'm saying. By 96, 90s, the Al Sharpton, all of them, the Jesse Jackson, I can show an interview in the 90s, mid-90s, where he was talking about all the rappers, back then. And you can see, really, it was just jealousy. And just, not just jealousy. I never saw it till recently. Because I was doing my own thing like you were supposed to. Instead of sitting around like a bum, or somebody else's house. It's somebody else's house, But so and you can see, and we all, like we know now, all these activists, they need a job. If there's no problem in the black community, there's no need for Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton. So they have to keep creating, and these stupid ass niggas keep falling for it. And then they want to get indignant like they real men. No, you're not a man. You're a little bitch. You like a woman. You was born a man. Yeah, you a woman trapped in a man's body. Bitch ass nigga. So anyway, they keep falling for it because, just like I said, they're like women. They're effeminate. This ain't a diss to real women. They supposed to be soft and effeminate. But these dudes, they want somebody to take care of them. Take care of me, man. Please help me. Like a little bitch. But so this we know. I don't know exactly who they are, but these tech dudes, they're just as dumb. A lot of them. Because like I said, something just didn't feel right. It was just a couple of months ago. I went through my profile. I put my picture in there. I did all the whole thing. But now I see why I never went through with it. Because when you try to look for a job, you got to turn on location all the time. And you're like, well, why can't you find a job and turn it off? It's like, nah, I don't think they'll let you do that. You gotta have it on. So what you need to know the rest of my location all day, 24/7. No job needs to know that. But the dude yesterday, he's like, oh, you all know. And I'm like, nah, I just, basically I don't need it no more. I'm good with just working there once or twice a week, or if that. I don't, I'm just doing it for the hell of it. But he kept pushing it. And then when I was talking about the white boy who had a string, and they was working that white boy hard. Seriously, it was like he was trying to mock me, but it's like he didn't know what he's doing. Then when he tried to work with me, you could tell I kind of confused him. With I'm just saying, I'm good at just, I'm fast, and really, I'm just saying it's hard to explain. And it's like you can't, they picked the wrong dude to try to, compete, and I'm not competing. That's what I'm saying. But the older guy, the one I keep talking about, the one that I had with Nolo, finally, later, he also pulled up TikTok. And like I said, everybody, well, not everybody, all the dumb niggas, they still on TikTok. TikTok is that Chinese app. Oh, matter of fact, when I said it yesterday. So they had one of the employees, she was Chinese. She never came to she's one of the cashiers up front, but all of a sudden, after I said, he pulled up TikTok. So that means the whole time there's a reason he pulled up TikTok. But he pulled up what happened was he pulled up, because me and him, we was talking about this whole thing about how you got to walk on eggshells around women and all this and that, the fake, all that shit. And like I said, they brainwashing these boys to be gay. It's like, you're not respecting women. This is the way. That's why the women are mad now. Women are talking about they're mad because men don't approach them. You got a few that really didn't like, and it's just a small minority who don't want to be talked to. That's why you think they spend so much time getting dressed up, even if they work in the office. She's a corporate person, but she's still spending all this time. She didn't climb the corporate ladder. She's spending all this time getting dressed up. Makeup. That's not men just lying, or we just hounds, or ain't nobody trying to rape nobody, or whatever. So anyway, he pulls up a video, he shows me, and it's some African chicks. And I done seen it before, but usually they're doing their little dance, they're having a ceremony. They got the same outfits, the big titties hanging out, the beads. These are real Africans. And the short skirts. And me and him looking at it. And I'm like, but wait a minute, what app is this? Because, Instagram won't let you show it no matter what the context, meaning it's, this is just, air quotes. This is a ceremony. This is a sacred ceremony. But yeah, basically niggas just looking at it because they got big titties hanging out. But the thing was, they weren't in the ceremony. Or maybe they just got through with one. But they're just like the girls over here. Same thing. She had the camera selfie mode, just walking and talking. But basically, they got their tits out because they had the little short, the their little ceremony when they do the little dances in Africa, whatever tribe it was, the tribal shit. But this time, she's just talking shit, just like an American chick. But she just got, but she's allowed to have her titties hanging out because she just got through with their ceremony. And I said, at first, your first reaction like, damn, but then it's like, wait a minute, she's just, and remember, a month ago, that dude who's talking about he's going to Africa so he can get a traditional woman he's gonna be the man. First of all, he ain't had no money. He literally, and he was another vet. He was a veteran too. Another old one, he was like 60. Another one who waited so long I kept telling him, you just got to go to your appointments. They keep trying to use me as an example, like I did something, jumped ahead. It's like, no, I'm not stupid. I was sick and I really wanted to get better. I guess I could use the word scared, I ain't want to, pass from a medical disease. You ain't want to die. Illness. So I went to my appointments. And at the same time, my rating went up. So my check went up. So that means, one, like I said with the dude yesterday, you wasn't that sick. I don't care what you say. Well, maybe he just it ain't no out. Like one dude, another vet, he said, "Oh, I don't want to take the play." No, I said that's bullshit. You did your time. You got an honorable discharge. Oh, matter of fact, dude, yesterday said he got a dishonorable, but he said this was in 1981. I believe him that part, but like I said, that's another thing. It's just your situations in life. Somebody had told me, but I never wanted to get a dishonorable. It's like nobody does. But I'm just saying. But no, they already was brainwashing niggas, especially black dudes who was already in the military. You know that you don't. It's racist. And so they want to get put out and get a dis. And it's like the rest of us, we kind of some kind of settlers. Like no, I was having fun and get promoted. And y'all they get mad when I say that. And I ain't have to be no kiss ass. They could check that. Everybody called me to fix things because that's my job, maintenance, to fix the satellite go out. The colonel come get me because I'm the coolest nigga. You know, the major seriously they'll come get me to fix it. I ain't no asshole. I ain't no suck up. But and also I can fix it. I'm the smartest one. I can. But sat phone, satcom, and all that shit. But so it's like, nah, bro. All you had to do was just do your job. You ain't had to be no, yes sir, no sir, yes sir. No, no. You ain't had to be all that. Everybody they knew what I was, and hell, you come through the barracks, all you heard this is 1995. All you heard was Tupac and Scarface. I had some big old speakers in the barracks. I had some 12-inch Sarah Vega house speakers. I did. Shit, in the barracks, the whole barracks be bumping. But uh, my point, yeah, that's they brainwash these dudes to not do their best. And now they get mad at us like we trying to outdo. No, we're not trying to outdo you. They told you that was white supremacy. White supremacy. Like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna be in an African tribe and not do your best. You think you gonna be in Africa and just bullshit? They just gonna let you keep bullshitting? I'm pretty sure the king or whoever, the tribal chief, gonna get rid of your ass because you ain't doing nothing. Oh, but back to the Winolo. Back to that story. All right, so, but anyway, like I said, it reminded me of that dude a couple of months ago. Remember I said he's talking about he got a girl and he was sending her money. And I said it's probably a dude. But, because think about it, even if you FaceTimed him, all he had to do was like get his neighbor, hey, FaceTime this. What? What do we want to, come on, I give you some money. He's sending me money. What do you mean? I'm just saying this could be possible. It could be real. The whole thing could be real. But it could be what I'm saying. The catfish, yeah, catfish. And he talking about he gonna move over there. I'm like, you ain't even got no money. You sleeping in your car. Now he was. He showed me all his stuff. He pulled up to the job. He had all his stuff in there. And I'm giving them tips from YouTube. I just happened to look at video of this girl. She's lived in. I'm like, do you get a membership to the YMCA? Nah, just so you can take a shower. It's only $35 a month. It's like you living in your car. Get a membership to the YMCA. You ain't got to work out. You pay 35. Yeah, you go in there, take a shower every day before you go to work. That's what I'm saying. You pass out knowledge, not money. You pass out knowledge how to survive and this and that. So anyway, but he said he already got one. I don't know if he was telling the truth or if he was just, again, he got to compete with me. Oh yeah, I knew that too. So okay, you the one living in your car. Like I said, he even showed me his pill bottle from the VA, just like mine. He's like, yeah, I got my pills and all this shit, but he don't got my rating. And it's like I didn't feel bad. I was nowhere near. I know he's the gang stalker practicing witchcraft. I'm like, bro, if you sick, keep going back. He's older than me. But anyway, back to the Winolo. He kept pushing it. What I mean pushing, like, trying to sell it like a salesman. Hey, you work for. I'm like, and I didn't even think about it, but I just saw it because somebody in the comments section, and now I know for a fact. I mean, I knew it yesterday that he kept bringing it up, and this comment was brand new, and this person YouTube channel is kind of new. You know how people look at their channel to see if they're a troll, and again, they leave in the comment about the feds. That's what I'm talking about. These black girls, and they love talking about the feds now. Back in the day, the only reason I knew about feds was when I got out in the army, and all my homies I grew up with. By now, a lot of them might have had fed charges. So that's how I started learning about the feds. This is like in 2000, and so they was always talking. Oh, you get the feds, this and that. I got to fight this charge, because you got to do day for day. In the feds, it ain't like state penitentiary. But now you see all these girls. Now everybody want to talk about it. Yeah, the feds come for you, and it's like they behind the time. Now we all know the feds and the FBI, all of them, all these alphabet agencies are Democrats spying on Americans. The whole thing, just after September 11th, the new ones they created just to really spy on us. Not even the terrorists overseas, really to spy on Americans. They've been spying on them, but they wanted more money and greater power and greater technology. But again, so then he pulls up. So basically, yesterday he was promoting two of that scene now I see with Nolo's one on. Because like I said, with Nolo's about the only one that you get to have your location all the time. Not, when you're using this app. And the one we was working with yesterday and the one I was supposed to be working today, you don't have to have your location on at all. Like I said, the office is right. They got two offices in this city. But you don't have to have location. So they're trying to get us to go to these all digital shits. Because matter of fact, you know what? The gig I was on for this week, it said Central. I'm like, what does that mean? And then the number is 855. And I'm like, the other two offices got a local number. And so I called today. I said I can't get in touch with nobody because I was trying to call off for today. Cause tell them something's wrong with my car. And she said I can't do nothing. She said it's all virtual. I mean, not virtual. It's all on the internet. Cause I was like, what is Central? She said there's so neither one. I was like, so neither one. She's like, no, I can't do it. She said just push the button, and I'm like, I did that. It says it's a multi-days. You got to call. But anyway, long story short, I'll see what's gonna be the fallout from that one because I wasn't risking for no $80 driving, tearing up transmission till they can go look at it. And it might not be till Monday because they still ain't calling. I got my other phone that's on, but. All right, now whatever. Yeah, you know what? That's funny. See, this dude right here, I just happened to look down. Yeah, National Geographic. Now you might really know that too. But that's what I was just talking about. I said that's National Geographic, but but it's on TikTok, and that's when I started telling him, like, but I know he know because he got sent there by the gang stalkers, by the Democrats. Yeah, so obviously he know. And that's why he pulled it up. He wanted me to see. But you know what? Somebody pulled up. I think a couple of months ago, somebody pulled up, but it was a regular girl. Her clothes on. Just a regular pretty girl. Hey, look at this, and I looked. I said, oh, so what website is that? Or whatever, what app, Instagram. And he's like, he wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't say it. I'm guessing it was TikTok, and they know how we feel about TikTok. But this dude yesterday, he finally had or either they finally told him, just tell him. He finally said TikTok. And it's like even that, the African National Geo, they still ain't enough to get me on TikTok. There's plenty of other sites you can look at. Asking for a friend. Yeah, what is this website? But so anyway, this guy, but with Nolo and the TikTok. So I told him about TikTok, what I know. I want them to know that, like, we own it at TikTok. The Chinese own it. They spying on us. They trying to ban it from government phones, whatever. But that dumb bullshit. But I'm like, I wouldn't have it on my phone. But He's so that means he's fully connected with the Winolo, all these apps that follow you all day long, and TikTok. And so it's like he kept talking about Winolo, get on Winolo, you don't do Winolo, and I'm like, I'm not doing Winolo. Yeah, I ain't say nothing. I ain't even have to say that. I just really I couldn't remember why. And then, like I said, when I saw that that YouTube video today with the dude who got stabbed, some Brooklyn rapper, supposedly he's famous, but he got real charges and he's really in prison and really finna go to feds for like maybe 60 years. That's another thing. I couldn't let Democrat feds put me in prison any for no 60 years. Ain't no way in hell I could let Joe Biden and whoever in New York, whoever the federal prosecutor in New York City, Democrat, had to be a Democrat. Ain't no way you sending me to prison. It's just you. These motherfuckers are stupid. All of you letting a stupid person send, but that means he's stupid too. So anyway, and the TikTok. So anyway, like I said, the little Chinese lady, she came back to throw one little piece of trash away. She walked, well, a cardboard box, and she looked up and she threw it like, because I had said, the Chinese on TikTok, trust me, they sent her back there. So they listening in real time to our conversation. Even though, because technically we are in the back kind of hiding out. But we don't have, I mean, like I said, me and this dude was there yesterday. I've been there all week. And really, we got rid of me and the other dude. We did most of the work. Because they just came and brought the new dumpster yesterday. We filled up the dumpster in 2 days. So me and the other dude did all the back breaking work. So yesterday, that's why we was sitting in the back bullshitting. That's why he was pulling up the TikTok and shit, the titties, and so matter of fact, this one I was telling him another story about, but this was a personal story. We talk, you know how dudes talk, and this girl, the black chick, she walks in just as I'm getting to the part, and so I just readjust the words, but she was coming back there. But she ain't say nothing. She acted like she was looking for something. She was a regular employee, kind of like and she had a little rank, I guess, so she wasn't just a cashier. Because there was times when we ain't had nothing to do, you ask her, well, what do y'all need thrown away, or this and that, because the store's closing. Also, I just found out that Petco closed. All the Petcos in the nation, they closed down too. I said, damn, they closed too. And so anyway, she comes back. She just leaves. She ain't say nothing. That me and him was just back there jaw jacking. So we still. But then he pulls up the TikTok, and he and that's when I said something about China and they own it and this and that, and they're the communists, and they're also funding, just like LeBron James and all this, the Black Lives Matter. They all this communist trying to take over, and they're funding it. And so she comes back like she has an attitude, the little Chinese lady, like, and I said it while she was still there, because she went to the back to throw a little box, and she kind of like threw it like she mad, like they told her to come back there and look with look, like you miffed or something, I'm like, I said, no, we not doing that. I said it out loud, and remember, he's a gang stalker too, so that's why I had no problem saying something that anybody else was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Neither one of them said, what are you talking about, dude? I said, we ain't doing this, communist stuff. Y'all can get mad and da-da-da. And kind of like he nodded. I think he did, or said, yeah, or something he did, like approval, like, yeah. So it's like, I don't know, he's doing it. He's one. Remember I said he's pretty cool with me. It's like, he's doing it, but he ain't. And I know he was, because he said things that have to do with me that he shouldn't have known. But I said, yeah, no, I said, this ain't about race. We're not dissing Chinese people. I said that while she was right there. As soon as she was like right behind me, like as close as my door is. She was, she walked by. That's how, she walked that close to throw the box away to let me know that they know I'm talking about Chinese people. But I'm like, nah, only the government, the Chinese government. I ain't got nothing against nobody. I don't give a fuck, me. And I care less about none of that. But I said, don't try to, basically lie on me like I am saying, oh, I don't like Chinese people. I'm like, nah. It's like, it had nothing to do with that. It's your government. That's why it's like, literally, like, that's why you over here in America, to escape the oppression of the Chinese government. but you want to, and now you're coming back here to help turn this country just like the country you fled. That is the dumbest shit in the world. That's why I don't understand these niggas over here. Why do y'all want to be under the oppression of communists? China is literally trying to take over the world. It's like, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. I don't get it. But thankfully they're stupid and they're gonna lose. So she just walks out. And like I said, I left it at that, him and his TikTok titties. And, so finally we took the hint and, you know what, we didn't take the hint. We stayed back there. And then the dude we was working for, the white dude, he finally comes back and says, maybe I got something for y'all to do. Because actually they know we get bored and we get mad if they don't have them. Like, yo, I'm finna, and I was telling them, me and him was saying, I'm finna go. And I did. Finally, I left. I said, by 3:30, I said, you know what, it's 3:30. That's 6.5 hours. I'm out of here. Y'all, I just hate jobs where you got to walk around and try to figure, hey, you need, if we done threw all the shit away, y'all ain't got nothing else to do for now, I'm out of there. And the rest of them tried to stay till, milk the, I'm not milking it. I'm not, whatever. Fuck that. I can't pretend I'm doing something. So I ended up, but that's all. I don't know the whole Winolo connection. Maybe we gonna see something in the news like TikTok that Winolo's spying on American citizens. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying it seems odd that he kept bringing it up, and then this other person I saw today, and they're a witch. Oh yeah, this person is a witch. I did click on their, how you click on there to see how old their account is, because like people leave comments. Oh, it's you leaving comments, but your YouTube account says January 2023. So they just made, it's a troll account. So, and they're leaving, more than likely they're leaving comments against us. They're always leaving Democrat comments. Oh, how Trump's going to prison or some dumb shit like that. That's basically trying to get people to give up their rights. Like, yeah, you're right. We should be still wearing masks or something like that. Or, just dumb shit. You didn't take the jab. No, we didn't take the jab. Just dumb shit. And your YouTube channel is only 3 months old. Not channel, but your account, period. Yeah, and there's nothing on it. There's no name, no picture, no nothing, no videos. And so this person has about witchcraft. So I know they wanted me to see that person's comments. I did, and they say they used to practice witchcraft and tarot and this and that, and it's like, nah, you're still practicing it because you're gang stalking me. You're still a witch. You can talk about God, but yeah, it's like he's still a witch. Maybe God does, because they are saying that God was they're trying to tell the people that God is trying to get you away from witchcraft. So, and this person probably just needs more, whatever. And they probably, obviously, ain't no problem in it. I know they wasn't raised right, because first of all, it's like, the question is, you thought that God was helping you with the tarot cards, and I thought everybody knew that's not God. That's tarot cards, definitely never guys. And the person was saying they got fooled, and this and that is like, how'd you get fooled? You should have been known from kids not to play with tarot cards or Ouija boards and none of that shit. That definitely wasn't God, and you had to find out, and you're a big grown ass adult. Like, so that's all I had to say about that shit. So if I remember anything else, I'm finna go take this thing for a test drive around the block, see, and I don't know how long they gonna take, because like I said, the gang stalkers, they try to be, they don't want people to do, like I said, just prompt service. Now everything is it gotta be, oh, we're so busy, oh, I'm so, everything, life is just so hard for everybody. Oh, life is hard, we can't do a good job, I got so much going on. So now, but it is Friday, so I give them that much. But yeah, I say that. But shit, let me go get off this thing.